The BM-30 Smerch or 9A-52-2 Smerch M is a Soviet heavy multiple rocket launcher. The system is designed to defeat personnel, armored, and soft-skinned targets in concentration areas, artillery batteries, command posts and ammunition depots. It was created in the early 1980s and entered service in the Soviet Army in 1989. When first observed by the West in 1983, it received the code MRL 280mm M 1983. It is expected to be superseded by the 9A-52-4 Tornado. Components. The main components of the RSZ-09K58 Smerch system are the following: rockets 9M55 or 9M528. BM-9A-52-2 launch vehicle. TZM-90-234-2 transloader with an 850 kg crane and 12 spare rockets. Automated fire control equipment in the command post 1K123 Vivary. Maintenance vehicle PM2-70 MTOV. Set of arsenal equipment 9F819. Training facilities 9F827 and 9F840. The 300mm rockets with a firing range of 70 and 90 km and various warheads have been developed for the Smerch MLRS. The 9A-52-2 vehicle with the automated system ensures delivery of fire from an unsurveyed fire position. Laying of the launch tube cluster with the crew staying in the cabin and without using aiming points. Autonomous determination of an azimuth of the launch tube cluster, a Euro unregistered trademark S longitudinal axis. Visual representation of graphical information for the launch tube cluster laying, the route of vehicle movement and location as well as a point of destination and direction of movement on the video terminal. Increase in MLRS survivability owing to reduced time of staying at a fire position. Increased comfort for the laying operator, especially in adverse weather conditions and at night. Increased independent operation owing to the navigation and survey equipment, which allows the vehicle to rapidly change fire positions and move autonomously. Reduction of the combat crew. General characteristics: chassis, MAZ543M or MAZ79111, emplacement time, 3 minutes, displacement time, 2 minutes, launch rate, salvo time, 12 rounds in 38 seconds, reload time, 20 minutes, rocket projectiles, operators. Algeria, 18 systems in 1999. Azerbaijan, 30 systems. Belarus, 48 systems in 1990. India, 42 9A-52-2T systems in service. Total cost $750 million. Kazakhstan, Kuwait, 27 systems in 1996. Morocco, 36 systems PHL-03/AR2 Chinese version. Pakistan, 36 A100 EMLRS systems in service. To be locally produced by Superco Factory, Karachi. Russia, 106. Syria, unknown number, used in the Syrian civil war. Tanzania, unknown number of A100 MLRS in service. Turkmenistan, 6 systems 9A-52-2T in 2008/2009. Ukraine, 99 systems in 2008. United Arab Emirates, 6 systems. Venezuela, 12 systems. Former operators, Soviet Union, passed on to successor states. Variants: 9A-52-4, lighter, airmobile version on KAMAZ-6350 truck with modular 6-round rocket pack. Demonstrated in 2007. 9A-52-2T, export version, based on the Tatra T816-10X10 truck. Similar systems, PHL-96, aesthetically similar missile based on the Wanshan WS-2408X8 cross-country truck. However, the PHL-03 and BM-30 do not share interchangeable parts, so they are distinct missiles despite their similar appearance. The advantage of the Chinese vehicle is that it utilizes German diesel engine, transmission and hydraulics manufactured by Wanshan in China, following a technology transfer from ZF Friedrichshafen. The program actually began in the late 1990s, with the 96 in the designation reportedly meaning 1996, the year that the Chinese military first issued the requirement for a new long-range SPMRLS. The program went through major redesign changes when the BM-30 Smerch was purchased. Although dubbed by many Chinese as a guided self-propelled multiple rocket launching system, the PHL-96 is not strictly speaking a guided SPMRLS because, technically, none of rockets are guided. The guidance is actually achieved via the sub-munitions, such as the 9M55K1 cluster munition. Only a very limited number of the PHL-96 entered Chinese service because its successor, the PHL-03, entered service shortly after. A 100, A300M, 10-tube multiple rocket launcher developed by the Beijing-based China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology in the late 1990s. The A100 has a minimum firing range of 40 km and a maximum firing range of 100 km. PHL-03, Chinese development of the PHL-96. The PHL-03 is a highly digitized PHL-96 with a computerized fire control system incorporating GPS GLONASS, similar to that of the Type 90 ASPMRL, with a 4-man crew, which entered service around 2004 to 2005, only a year or two after its predecessor, the PHL-96. As with the PHL-96, the PHL-03 is not exactly a guided SPMRL because it is the sub-munitions that are guided, not the rockets themselves. AR-1, Chinese development of the PHL-03. This is actually the first model of the Chinese versions of the BM-30 SPMRL that is truly a guided rocket system, in that the rockets themselves are guided by the simple primitive cascade inertial terminal guidance used on the WS-series SPMRL, which became standard for later Chinese versions. Russia had already developed a guided version of the BM-30 with mid-course radio command guidance to immediately correct the error in the flight of the rocket once detected by the ballistic tracking radar, but this was not adopted due to financial constraints. AR-1A, Chinese development of the AR-1. A 10-round version of the AR-1, with 2 launching boxes, each containing 5 expandable launching tubes. Once rockets are launched, the entire launch box is replaced, instead of individually reloading each tube as in earlier versions, thus greatly reducing the reload time. A 100E, export variant of the AR-1A. In service with the Pakistan Army. AR-2, Chinese development of the AR-1 first A manufactured by Norinco, with range increased to 130 km. AR-3, Chinese development of the AR-2 manufactured by Norinco, with its caliber increased to 370 mm. Although it can still fire the 300 mm rockets. As with the AR-12, the AR-3 adopts a modular design by incorporating 2 launching boxes containing several launching tubes, with the launching boxes replaced after the launching of rockets. When using 300 mm caliber rockets, each launching box contains 5 launching tubes like the earlier AR-12, and when using 370 mm caliber rockets, each launching box contains 4 launching tubes. See also: Katyusha, BM-13, BM-8, and BM-31 multiple rocket launchers of World War II, BM-14 140 mm multiple rocket launcher, BM-21 Grad 122 mm multiple rocket launcher, BM-27 Uragan 220 mm multiple rocket launcher, M270, U.S. multiple rocket launcher, Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher, 214 mm Indian multiple rocket launcher, TOS-1 Buratino heavy flamethrower system. References: Russia's Arms Catalog 2004, external links, Smerch, 9A52-300 mm multi-barreled rocket launcher. A Walk-around photos, Splav State Research and Production Enterprise.